Hello YouTube, and more specifically Project Cummins, in which I don't really know your real name, so for now I'm going to call you PJ, because I just decided that right now. Anyway, this video is purpose to ask a couple of questions to you or anyone who knows a bunch about Cummins and what they do to them, little add-ons, stuff like that. Little history about it. It's a 98 12 valve. Obviously Dodge Cummins. When I originally bought it about a month ago, it had 68,000 miles on it. It was previously owned by the guy I bought it off, his wife's parents. So they just used it to tow a trailer, stuff like that, campers. And they bought it originally in Las Vegas, and they moved to Colorado. And then eventually the parents passed it on to them, and they moved to Maryland, where I purchased the truck from. And I'm from New Jersey, obviously. So I'm going to try to make this quick, but I can talk on and on and on and on and on about this truck because I love it. So a few questions I had were, I was going through some of the papers that came with the truck in this huge box of records that they kept from everything they ever had done to it. And I know they had a recall on the exhaust brake, or engine brake, Jake brake, whatever you call it. I think it's all of those things. But actually, let me go here. I see this box from Banks, which I know they had a couple things done from Banks stuff. And I look back here, and there's this canister that says Banks brake, which obviously would make you think it's a brake. But I just don't know if it's the exhaust brake or some other type of brake for some use that I don't know of. And going along with that, I'm wondering if this red switch in here on the dash, the guy I bought it from didn't know what that was for. I was like, what's that red switch for? He's like, I have no idea. So I've flipped it a couple times, it lights up, and I've heard something and it kind of threw me off because I didn't want it to be something that I don't know what's going on and something go wrong and we ruin this beautiful truck. So if anyone knows what that little red switch is, that would help me out immensely, because I have no idea what it does. And I don't want to blow up this truck. The other thing is, I'm thinking, I don't really know, there's a little red and green light, little LEDs above there, if that has anything to do with something. The truck already has electronic brakes for trailers installed right there. It's got a fifth wheel hitch, the rails installed, stuff like that. So I know it's set up for towing. Also, it's actually got what's it called? A gear vendor's transmission, which I've heard that the stock transmission is like driving with rubber bands in your gears or something like that. That's the comparison I've heard. So I know it's not a good transmission, but they had an aftermarket one. I forget when they had it installed, but I think it went just about after when they bought it, actually. Probably in Las Vegas or Colorado. But I know it's called the gear vendor's transmission, and it also comes with its own little selector box. You can turn it manual or auto. I've always had it just in manual because I haven't towed anything bigger than this 5.5 by 10 trailer. So I've never really been struggling. So. It's all that torque, baby. Anyway, what was the other questions? There was a question about, I saw you do it in your video, PJ, that you switched one of these buttons of the temperature console. You can't really see it because it's not on, but I know you switched it to see miles per gallon. I'm guessing that my truck's too old to have that, but if I switch it from the comp, or from the temperature, it's showing the temperature. It says there's a comp, which I don't know what exactly, I guess computer? But I don't know if you have to hold it or not. I don't even remember if you held it. Maybe you did. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. But anyway, if you can tell me how to get to the miles per gallon, or if my truck is incapable of getting to that, you tell me that too. What else was there? That might have been it. Mostly about the exhaust brake, because when I'm driving, there is no exhaust brake. It just keeps coasting, and you feel like 8,600 pounds coasting down the highway without an engine brake kicking in. So if that's it, and if you could figure that out, because I've actually looked on Google on the bank site, and none of the exhaust brake like packages have looked like this canister. So I'm not sure if that's exactly what it is. Maybe there's an old database that would show where that is from. I haven't found it, so maybe you or some other diesel person would know if that is in fact the exhaust brake, and if I could use it with that red switch, or what that red switch is. Yeah, I believe that's all the questions I had. If I have any more, I can guarantee that I'll make more videos. Guarantee. And I'll keep talking just like this. Oh, that's the other thing. Okay. So I went to my hare scramble race yesterday, which it was fairly muddy because it's been raining like crazy in New Jersey. So I was just washing the mud off, and because I saw your video of the tire wet and the wheel cleaners, decided to go ahead and I should probably switch to the other side because there's no sun on this side. Went and simple green scrubbed, hosed off, and then I tire wetted the wheels. They look pretty good. I really don't scrub with the tire wet. I really just do the simple green and spray the tire wet and wipe it with a rag. It looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. But anyway, that's my process for wheel cleaning. And this video went on too long, and I'm pretty sure I got all the questions and said "and" a billion times and "also" a billion times, so if you bared with me this long, thanks. Catch you later.